Hey YouTube, this is Nintendo Fool here, and you know what, I'm really upset. I'm sorry. I'll tell you why I'm upset, but it's gonna be later in the video, okay? First off, I want to tell you, I am kind of a big Pokemon fan, okay? I have been playing Pokemon since I was like 10 years old. And you know what? Every single time I bought like either, starting from the Hoenn region, like from like when it was 2003 or something. I think that's when Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out, okay? When it came out, I was like, oh, that game is amazing, I gotta get it. So I ended up buying Pokemon Ruby. And later on in life, I found out that Pokemon Emerald was coming out. So I said, oh, a combined version of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I'm gonna get that. So what I ended up doing, I played the game, it was fantastic. And then later I learned that a new generation of Pokemon was coming out called Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Of course, once again, I thought one of those versions would be, like both of those versions would be fantastic. So I ended up buying Pokemon Pearl, mostly because Pokemon Diamond was overrated, so I bought Pokemon Pearl instead. Ended up being a fantastic game anyway. So later on then in life, I learned that a combined version of that game was coming out called Pokemon Platinum. So I bought that game as well. And then, a few years later on after that, I heard that a new generation, once again, of Pokemon was coming out, the 5th generation of Pokemon called Pokemon Black and White. And boy, was I excited. So I talked to my friend on MSN like one night before the games came out saying, hey man, what are you going to get, Pokemon Black or Pokemon White? And you know what my friend said? You know what, man? I am tired of buying like one version of the game only to figure out that a combined version is going to come out later in the game, later in the year. So that got me thinking, with the new 3DS system coming out, and knowing that a new Pokemon version, a combined version of Pokemon will be coming out for the 5th generation, I said, you know what, man, you're right. I'm going to wait and stick with Pokemon, with just the 4th generation of Pokemon until the combined version of the 5th generation comes out. So Pokemon Black and White comes out. Of course, I'm tempted to get it, but I thought in my system, no, the 3DS is out, I think it's coming out in April, and by the time Pokemon Gray will be out, 3DS will be out, so the Pokemon combined version of Black and White will be fantastic. So, last night, I was really excited because they were going to announce something big on Pokemon Smash. I was hoping it would be Pokemon Gray, or maybe the remake of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, Emerald, or whatever. I really didn't care. I was hoping for the new version, Pokemon Gray. So when I went on Pokemon Smash today, I found out they were said to release it on Sunday, but they released it on Saturday instead. Saturday night, tonight. And you know what? I was hoping Pokemon Gray would come out. But you know what? My hit fists were pumped out before the page loaded, and I saw what's on there. I looked at it, really excited. And then, this is what came up on the screen. What Junichi Masuda, I think that his name is, came up with. This is what it was called. Of course, it's not called. Of course, it's the picture's not colored. But I think you know what the game is, and I think you get the point. Pokemon Black and White 2, a sequel to Pokemon Black and White. So if possibly you want to understand this game, you have to buy either Pokemon Black or White first, and then afterwards get the version Pokemon Black and White 2 to understand the sequel. Ain't that great? Of course, a lot of you fans out there will probably be thinking, oh wow, Nintendo's trying something new, this is fantastic. But over here, this is what I did. I just looked at the screen and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you seriously fucking kidding me? You're trying something new right now. After like a year waiting, I find out Nintendo's trying something new. I can't believe this shit. I seriously can't believe it. I am so unbelievably pissed right now. And you know what's even worse? Pokemon Black and White 2. It's gonna be for the Nintendo DS. Ain't that great? Are you fucking kidding me? For the DS. The 3DS is out now. 3DS games are being sold. And you're seriously keeping this for the DS. You know what? For the 3DS buyers, if you sold your DS for a 3DS or whatever, I sympathize with you for not being able to play this new Pokemon system on the DS. But and for the DS people, I guess you're happy or whatever. But you know what? I'm most pissed about that they choose to pull something fucking new right now when I'm waiting, hoping for Pokemon Gray to come out, a combined version. And of course, Pokemon Black and White 2 are separate versions. So if you want to like get all the Pokemon, you will need to trade with the other system. Of course, I know Emerald and Pokemon Platinum didn't have all the Pokemon, but they were still easy to get in some ways. But Junichi Masuda, fuck you. I can't believe this. Why would you pull something like this? I am so unbelievably pissed. I am just pissed. Angry. Hell is angry. And if any of you think this is my friend's fault, don't blame him. I love my friend. He's awesome. He's a cool guy. But I'm just really upset because of this. Anyway, even though it's Saturday, I might be venting too early. Maybe I'll find out it was a joke or something. But up to this point, what I've heard, I just needed to vent. Okay? I'm Nintendo Fool, and I guess I'll see you guys later.